Life and impact of Thomas Aquinas. Once upon a time, in the heart of Italy, a young boy named Thomas was born into a noble family in 1225. His future was already mapped out. His family wanted him to become a powerful figure in the church. But Thomas had other plans that would change the course of Western philosophy and theology forever. As a child, Thomas was curious and deeply contemplative. He would ask questions that puzzled even his teachers, and his peers called him the dumb ox because he was so quiet. Little did they know that his silence was the prelude to a voice that would echo through the ages. At the age of 19, Thomas joined the Dominican Order, much to his family's dismay. They even went so far as to imprison him in a castle, trying to sway him from his chosen path. But Thomas was unyielding. His devotion to learning and his faith was unwavering. He eventually escaped and continued his journey of wisdom. Thomas studied in Cologne and Paris, where he met his mentor, Albertus Magnus. Under his guidance, Thomas's genius began to flourish. He wasn't just interested in theology, he also delved into the works of Aristotle, which was considered radical at the time. His groundbreaking work, the Summa Theologica, sought to reconcile faith and reason, showing that the two could coexist harmoniously. One of his most famous maxims was, "Beware the man of a single book." By this, he meant that wisdom requires a broad perspective. A single point of view is never enough to grasp the fullness of truth. Thomas was a pioneer in integrating diverse sources of knowledge, Christian scriptures, classical philosophy, and even Islamic and Jewish thought. He demonstrated that the pursuit of truth was a universal endeavor. Another of his profound sayings was, "The things that we love tell us what we are." This encapsulates his view that love and desire are at the core of human identity. For Thomas, to know what someone loves is to understand the essence of their being. He believed that true happiness is found in the alignment of one's desires with the divine will. Perhaps his most striking aphorism was, "To one who has faith, no explanation is necessary. To one without faith, no explanation is possible." This highlights the mysterious nature of faith, a knowledge that transcends reason but is not opposed to it. Thomas saw faith as a unique form of understanding, a gift that enables us to perceive truths beyond the reach of mere intellect. Thomas Aquinas' influence didn't stop at his death in 1274. His works became foundational texts for Catholic theology and philosophy. The Church recognized him as a doctor of the Church, and his teachings continue to be studied in universities around the world. His vision of a harmonious relationship between faith and reason laid the groundwork for much of Western intellectual thought. His legacy reminds us that wisdom is not confined to a single tradition or text. It is the fruit of a humble and open mind, willing to learn from the whole spectrum of human experience. Thomas Aquinas, the quiet scholar once called a dumb ox, roared with the voice of wisdom that still resonates today.